Hello guys, and welcome to the 164th episode of the Final Fantasy XIV series. Last episode we did Amdapur Keep, and we did the rest of the, what's it called, we did the last bit of the quest to find out the story of Luke's Block. And we also did a little bit more of our Hildebrand quests. So today we're gonna at least start off by doing the next little bit of the Hildebrand quest. I'm not sure how long these quests go, but they have been entertaining, that's for sure. So yeah, we'll still need to progress the story to unlock Balvender's card to be able to do that as Scholar to get that relic weapon. I'm guessing it's going to require Garuda Heart as well. Here we go. Again, as I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you're too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect? What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty that transcends boundaries of time. Everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Durilda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Yes, I read the Mithril Eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized, or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath. He shall not escape my wrath. For I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. But you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Please be Hildebrand. Hell yeah. Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and her gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Good sir, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well? Or perchance in pursuit of me? As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent. To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briardine. Consulting Inspector, at your service, milady. Conniving Inspector. Consulting Inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildebrand Mandreville and Nashu Makaraka, I presume. Two ranked amateurs playing a profession of which they know not. Call me when you've finished with these wastrels. You see, I do not want nor need your help. Briardine is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where's my vase? There was a strange flying thing and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so... That vase once belonged to the royal house of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? Milady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. That one's spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? I picked up the vase and all like my mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, then the flying thing came. I got so scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Norfolk as well. I wanted to go and look, but there was scary looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. You're no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase, all 5 of us. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Bryden. If the duel strikes, I mean to be there. Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Huh. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen. If it gets dangerous or you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help, you understand? Okay, let's switch to Thaumaturge for now. And we'll head to Norfolk as well. Runs of Minstrel Ballad, Thorn, Jordan's Rain Mountain. That girl what ran by earlier, I seen her. Had something in her hands, but I dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. A vase? Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. A pox upon that thieving demon bird, he shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. What? The vase? I know not of it. Of what you... Curse this infernal ruse, a refuse unearthed. Every point is a dagger. Something in the water at the man's feet. Do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Dillover? Oh dear. Oh, does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my research that I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase following it to these waters. In my haste, I must have stepped upon your vase. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildebrand will think of something. I mean, I'm a crafter. I can repair it. Oh, but I already have, my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now. For as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid. Let's have a look. Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. Who, me? Oh yeah, I wanted to social emotes. Aw, can we not do the gentleman pose? I would love to be able to do the gentleman pose. Oh, here we go. Flex. Emotes. Beautiful. There's but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing the face. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought to rival goldsmith's low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as you would a great warrior. Once, a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop this thief struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass blade never learned who was responsible. The only information that ever they had was the testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer." It sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does. I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. Ah, but where are my manners? I've yet to properly introduce myself. I'm Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Love you, Enkidu. Well, not really. It has been many moons since I last saw her. So to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure's all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If it's hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I've deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Bluefog in northern Thanalan. It is there we shall begin our search. Let's go with Greg. The goblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around. I feel like we shouldn't be bringing a little girl with us. And there go. The basilisk wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. The Dublin, the Basilisk, and this Ahriman, all were slain with a hammer, as was that beast over yonder, unless I'm mistaken. Jesus! That chimera must have been his last prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Love the rooster. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What must you do that is so terrible? I must dance! I'm a Manderville man, doing what a Manderville can. From the peaks of Kirkthis to Thanalan, Manderville man. Cannot avert mine eyes. That's the dance of the House of Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of family traditions, I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Glorious. I can't wait. There we go. Let's remove this for now. Absolutely gorgeous. Damn! We are siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Yes, sir. Well, the hammer's still in its head. I'm Manderville man. Fancy yourself a Manderville man. You do what only Manderville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands and be a Manderville man. He comes. Oh my god, this quest line is so stupid. I love it. Oh, you have not to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with the Chimera. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? You came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? But more importantly, how in the hell did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? Mother Grace will fail. What sorcery is this? He yet lives? Brand Hillendorf Maximilian Manderville. Oh Lord, it's so ridiculous. 10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home. And 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalmut. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? Son? You're Hildy's father? Godbert the goldsmith Manderville man. Listen noise only Manderville can. Oil him up and give him pan. Fit for a Manderville Mander man. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. Don't worry, little one. I deal with worst cases before my morning bowel movements. Hold your applause until the end by God my hammer. Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art? You completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I've taken a dull and unremarkable vase, transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you put away childish dreams. No matter, you'll understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, Father. I can be naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir? I don't think my mother is going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. I cannot say that. We can't say that for certain, can we? Mayhap she will take a liking to this reimagining. You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I'm something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. And Kido as well, I should think. I see you two possess a strong sense of justice. But glad I am to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper to see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think that I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow another. Hey. I hope she likes it. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I do not know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now, see here, Lady Gerilda. Not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but gaudy trash. Lord Manderville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. You sound very cute, baby. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Glorious.
Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed. Especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Although I gather from your previous comment that you do not like my reconstruction.
Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go as far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection.
What a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand has doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took Eland Quiveron's seat on the Syndicate. It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with the consenting Inspector Briardine. Why are you still here?
Allow me to elucidate. Lady Gerilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the treaty blade through a merchant named Jodapa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Gerilda's sellsword. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all of our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real treaty blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium. Assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Ha ha. A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Curthus. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Pray forgive my lateness.
Greg, my good man! What a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in a ridiculous outfit. Yeah. Ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I am intrigued. What reason would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? What reason indeed? It is enough to make a gentleman laugh.
Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Brady's instructions. Naturally, the situation demanded improvisation, so we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once! You're very cute, baby. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us, more small folk. Keep an eye on them. Or else.
But, sir, Fucker me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting wind, the endless snows. Mayhap keeping active will help me stay warm. When should I chance to find the thieving duelist? I will of course summon you after administering the requisite beating. Haha. Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief, as are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. Yeah, you look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my men near the east gate? We're undermanned over there. See that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look! What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss?
Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment, I thought I'd spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here over long. We must egress post-haste. Yeah, server time. Nope, that doesn't help. There's not out of the ordinary here either. No luck, We've scoured every ilm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that having learned that his opponent was to be a legendary Inspector Hildebrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he was waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12, is that the self-same spear which propelled me into the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Well, I cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worst come to worst. Now, then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. I wonder who it could be. Wherefore art thou my nefarious nemesis? 'Tis not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? Don't you? Greg, I've been meaning to ask you, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was welded a musket barrel. It was one of the first weapons I had added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, I yearn to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me! This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, who I am certain has never stole a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I've done not wrong. You are all beyond reason. Yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thought thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. So let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in combat. Even though so your strength alone will not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. And he's in the ground again. Shoot, Miss Ellie. My good man, it is a relief to hear your footfalls. As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. God, that is gorgeous. Hey there. How you doing, Greg? Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. Silent guardian content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction? At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. this. Let's do this, guild. So that's why it was a blue quest. Makes sense. Amazing questline. Battle on the big bridge. Gorgeous. Don't worry about me, friend. I shall extricate myself in due time. Let's see. No, I doubt we can queue for that in time. We might be able to get a party finder up. Trials, recruit members, trials, and I would like to battle on the big bridge. Duty completion. And recruit member. I feel it is probably unlikely that we will get into it before the server has to go down for maintenance, but might as well try. Let's go to Swift first. I believe that's where it was. Maybe not Swift Perk exactly, but Why So Serious is here, so it's the right area, just the wrong. This is so exciting. What a fun quest line to get here.
So it is true that you triumphed over the siren. Words cannot express my gratitude. My only regret is that my dear brother could not be here today to hear that our father's death has been avenged. He set sail with his crew 3 years past, you see, and is yet to return to the shore. But I hold out hope that his ship shall come sailing into harbor any day now, and on that day I shall be the first to share with him the news of your triumph. In the meanwhile, however, we can finally press on with the restoration of Pharaoh Sirius. I must get to work at once. I'd be in your debt if you could inform Master Mimidoa at the coast that the coast is clear for us to begin.
Oh, have I already beaten the dungeon? I just needed to talk to her? That doesn't seem right.
You have done it? Sent the bloody siren screeching and shrieking to the murky depths which she came? You have done us all a great service today, lad. If you wouldn't mind, regale old Mimidoa's ears with a tale of the foul wench's last song. What's that? You had to fend off a ghostly crew wearing the sea-sodden sons of Maelstrom men. 'Tis as I feared. The poor lass. My heart goes out to her. 'Twas 23 years to the day, give or take a moon. A crew of Maelstrom's finest set sail on a routine patrol, but ain't nothing routine in these parts, and they not return to shore. Rumors spread quick like that it was a siren song, but led the vessel to a watery grave.
Nice. Got someone.
Maelstrom commanded him to quite the talk. Ill tidings were already too easy to come by. In those days after the calamity. But those of us in the know, we knew, like father, like son. Lad, promise this old sod you'll spare poor Diamanda the truth. The lass has already suffered more in her share. Diamanda!
This cannot be. My brother is still alive at sea. The search effort continues. Master Mimidoa, you yourself have told me the same. Forgive me, Missy. I never meant to deceive. The maelstrom made me swear a vow, you see, that I'd keep the truth buried deep in. Now bugger me vow. And bugger me. Truth is, this scurvy coward just couldn't summon the nerve to tell you the truth. Diamanda, can you ever forgive a sorry old sod? There's no need for forgiveness, Mimidoa, for the true coward is me. In my heart, I have always known. This adventurous deeds and your words have finally given me the courage to face the truth. I am a woman grown. The time for clinging to childish dreams has passed. I must look into the future. My smithing skills are still wanting, but I will not falter from the task. Fairest Sirius will burn bright once more, a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. The fell songs of the sea have claimed their last victims. I shall see it to it with my own hands. Strong words, lass. I trust you'll not forget 'em when your paws are all blebby and blistery. My hands. Why, I'll clench my hammer with my teeth if need be, father. Brother, do you hear me? Your deaths will not be in vain. Oh. So I've actually already done Pharaoh series hard. I guess it's just already a hard version. Just doesn't have a harder version. Alright, cool. I thought that was going to be another quest. Nice. Well then, let's go to Ul'dah, because there was still a blue quest there that I needed to do. Here we go, Pyrea. Corkscrew. What? Huh? Why, you're a Koryozara, the famous adventurer. Thank the gods for bringing you here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Pyrea, one of the many faceless adventurers struggling to make their way into Eorzea. Forgive me if I sound bitter. I don't begrudge you your renown. Your superiority as an adventurer was obvious to me long before you became a household name. Our paths crossed near Sestashi, you see? Hard to believe we moved in similar circles back then. Speaking of which, do you perchance remember having met a conjurer named Edda around that time? We used to adventure together, she and I and two others. Our little group didn't last very long, though. Things fell to pieces when Evir, our leader and Ada's fiancé, met his end in Tamtara Deepcroft. Harsh words were exchanged, and we all went our separate ways. Since then, I've been getting on my own. Truth be told, I hadn't planned on seeing any of my former comrades again, but then this letter arrived from Ada, containing an invitation to her wedding. Oh, good for her. I think. Now, I know what you're thinking. I should be happy for her, and I was, until I noticed the name of her groom-to-be. It was none other than Eviri. What's more, the venue of the ceremony is to be the Tamter Deepcroft, the very place the poor fellow died. Something isn't right, I tell you. Is this Tamter Deepcroft hard mode? Oh, that's sick! Oh, I can't wait. I really hope it is. Now, in the letter, Etta wrote that Liavin, that's the fourth member of our group, had already agreed to attend. They chanced to meet each other recently, from what I could gather. Not knowing what to make of it all, I thought it wise to consult Liavin about the whole strange affair before replying. Last I heard, she'd joined the Science of the Seventh Dawn, and I didn't have the first idea how to go about tracking her down. Not until the greatest scion of them all appeared, that is. Could you tell me where I might find her? In the lich yard of the Church of St. Adama's Landama? I'm sorry, I don't... Slain in an Imperial raid, you say? By the 12, I had no idea. When did this happen? While Black Wolf still lived? Then can it be that Liavin met Ida recently? Gods, I don't know what to believe. If it isn't too much to ask, I would be most grateful if you'd show me Liavin's grave. We didn't always see eye to eye, but she had a good heart, and if she's truly... Well, I need to pay my respects. Please meet me at the Lich Yard. This is intriguing, creepy, and worrying. I like it. Let's, and her gravestone has moved. That's not great. The tombstone has been knocked over and the earth before disturbed. So this is where poor Liavin now lies. Well, lied. What's the meaning of this? Not only is her grave defiled, but her body's gone. Who could have done this? Oh no, could it have been Ida? The more I think about it, the more it makes... Well, I was going to say sense, but gods! I'll try to explain to the rest of us our little party of four was but a means to riches and glory. Such things as adventurers seek, but Ida, it was her life. She blamed herself for Avir's death, and to our shame we agreed with her, though we knew full well we were all to blame. And then we left her where she stood on her fiancé's head with her fiancé's head for company. How could I have been so heartless? Small wonder if the poor girl has been driven from her wits. Oh, what's done is done. All we can do is admit our mistakes and make amends as best we can. Avir is gone, so is Liavin, but Ida refuses to accept it. She won't let go of the past. I know not what she means to do in Tamtera, but it can lead to no good end. I will attend this wedding and try to restore her to her senses. I would be much reassured if you could accompany me, Colry. As Aviri once did, so too does Ida look up to you. She may not listen to me, but she may yet heed your words, heed the words of someone she admires. And failing that, no, it doesn't bear thinking about. If we hurry, it need not come to that. Please meet me at Tamtera Deepcroft. Together we'll put an end to whatever madness Ida is planning. I think I remember them. Yay, we got another one. Oh! And here we have lavender beds. We don't care about that. many people are required for the party finder? It's 8, right? Fuck. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that many. Alala fell in Thaumaturge. Just so happens a fellow like that went into Deepcroft not a minute ago. The young lady with him, dressed head to toe in white. The last was all smiles and giggles like a maiden on her wedding day. But your friend looked stiff as a board. Can't say I blame him, though. Kept steer strange things to the best of us. You mean to head inside as well, do you? Well, take care you don't wake the dead. Nice. Tapped there, Deepcroft hard. Oh, that's gonna be fucking hyped. I can't wait. I'm actually really excited for this one because that sounds like a really cool little backstory for it. Ah, this is gonna be so cool. Okay. Well then. Here, let's go to each of the main places and double check that there's not blue quests that aren't quests that we still need to do. So, wind elements, the lower decks. Nothing. At the upper decks. Okay, we got everything in Lipsa. Gridania. Like, obviously, we're gonna have Archer in Gridania. What else? So we want to be an Archer. Conjurer, of course, as well. Oh, but here we go. One night in Amdapur. See, that. Oh, wait. We already did Amdapur and Amdapur hard. Hey, there we go. We got another one. It is well that you are here, Corey. Some burdens are too heavy to bear. Even for those who favored to abide. Oh, yes! We got another one. Know that you were chosen as much for your true heart as your skill. Know that you were chosen as much for your true heart as your skill. I speak to you in the name of the 3 seed seers, the eldest Kane Senna, you will already know as the guardian of our fair land. 2 siblings has she. It is the younger of this pair, Arun Senna, who hears the voice of the elementals. Wow, holy shit, we're almost there. Hears the voice of the elementals with greatest clarity, and what he has heard lately is troubling indeed. The dark stirrings we have traced to the lost city of Amdapur in the south shroud. The city once threw in the fullness of magic during the 5th astral era, but it was sealed in the wake of its demise. Alas, the 12's wood has been out of balance since the calamity. So riotous has its aspect become that the seal was severely weakened. When this happened, the forests surrounding the city began to wither and die. We would enjoin you to investigate the cause. Now I must confess that this is a task for the Twin Adder normally, but we do not live in normal times, Akari. The company is spread thin, and you are stout with success. Will you not assist? It is well that you assent, for the need is great. Go now to Seedseer Raya Osena at Camp Tranquil, and listen well to what she says of her brother's divination. Okay, we just need one more person. We're so close. But like, okay, wait. And the Porky. And the Porky Park. We've already done both of them, so... Oh, there we go. That's everyone. Yay! As soon as John picks a thing, we'll be ready to go. And I want to switch. Yeah, let's do something. Okay. We are ready to go. Trials, battle on the big bridge. I'm excited for this and this. That seems very interesting. I'm in a CS and it won't let me join. Just a second. Not sure what a CS is, but no worries. Take your time. How do we ready check? Here we go. Okay. Let's ready check. Okay, we're just waiting on him. Perfect. Battle on the big bridge. Let's do this! I'm so excited! On the bright side, I'm a very comfortable summoner, so I can always come back to it if need be. Hey, nice! We get a XP bonus. Yeah, let's see. Next. Coming!
Go on, Engineer. It's Toad, your favorite.
Oh my god, he's got a bracelet.
Turn off.
I admit it. Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me. Not? Ha! I lied! Haven't thee? Why, I've been had! Ah, strongest of spears! I feel so strange! Goodness gracious! I, just remembered something.
Really offers.
I must say, I quite enjoy this tussle. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding? I will pound you silly! Rocket punch! Rocket punch! I won't go down so easily.
Hey everybody. Thanks so much, guys.
Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
Love you, Greg.
This is so silly.
Alone yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Now we unlock Deepcroft. Maybe that was the only other one. Maybe it was Deepcroft in that one. And then we're on our way to unlock whatever this is.
Tis more magnificent than I imagined. Will make a fine addition to my collection.
Now kiss. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way.
All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Brereton. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Why are you all staring at me so? No, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? Oh no. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not a zombie. I believe this one is addressed to me. Condescending Inspector Bryden. Piss off. 400 years I have slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Okay, so now it's actually getting interesting. I'm genuinely intrigued by this mystery. Very well. I and I alone, the man of the agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. I really want them to kiss. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. Oh Lord, this game is ridiculous. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria. I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy, not bad. You are indeed a mannerable man. my face. Oh, phantom of many faces. For it is the face of the... Nice. Oh, Lord.
That's been fun. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. As seeds of jealousy quicken within the inspector's soul, can true love bloom on this battlefield? Ooh, will this magical man find his magical wife? Case of indecency. God, this Hildebrand questline is so ridiculous. Hey, what's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll have to find out next time. Oh, Lord. There you are. I've been doing some investigation of my own since we last parted, and I believe I've found our Lapis Maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one of Master Guguremu, a prominent master of the East Aldernar Trading Company. Her eyes and hair are a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of the Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently her father is the overprotective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, and not to just anyone, mind you, to the heir of the Brugier Consortium. The formal announcement is to be made at the commemorative feast, to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bridge-to-be will be making a rare will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol overseeing preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. That's good. I'm kind of glad that we're not yet done with this questline, because it is truly silly, and I love that about it. It's very enjoyably silly. But, give me 1 second. Hey, I'm back. So, let's see. Well, Party Finder, regular dungeon, group members, and let's go to dungeons and put up Tempter du Craft Hard is what I want. Completion and recruit members. You're not one of my associates. This banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Beg your pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. If I might have just a moment of... Ah, yes, the two-gill sensational brag. I read your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief and his letter of challenge. If you have come to tell me my daughter is in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I spared no expense at securing the best protection that money can buy. The brass blades of the Gerbera, elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him askance. And the moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last.
If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous?
Consulting Inspector Briarden, your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? I've promised some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending these festivities. To renegade on my word would have dire implications for their family trade.
My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious gil.
Very well, let us see if your reputation is deserved. But consider yourself warned to greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Such touching concerns for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector, after he slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident that you can catch our thief this time around?
Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has a single modus operandi, and it is painfully obvious. A letter of challenge, a precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in broad daylight. This tells me our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods used to abscond with the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabelle at the feast. I've already narrowed the field. Arabelle's betrothed, Vans, would be an obvious target for our thief, so too would be his father, Morgan. Yolto Nalto and his wife, Sainana, the guests of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Gegaremu himself. Finally, we have Lowenhart, a steward of Gegaremu's estate and Miss Arabelle's personal attendee. While the key players, save for the Lapis Maiden herself, have assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. We will begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report back to me at once. Hildebrand Manderville. I could smell that stench of idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. Pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Reardon. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was conducting a preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have a right to defend the maiden's honor, unless only a Manderville man can. Ooh, look at that beauty.
He does realize there's still a fish on his head, doesn't he? Good Inspector, I realize we have not seen eye to monocle in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue, mayhap her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Me assist you. Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that even your bungling can, that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything stupid in my absence, will you? I would speak with you, but not here. I will be waiting outside Costello, so come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. Sadly, no people interested in that yet. Which is fine. You've come. Excellent. With that buffoons and pursuably distracted, we can get to the more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, Icolri. You were there when the Phantom Thief, in the guise of Lady Derilda, stole off with my treaty blade. Was there anything about our foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? Intriguing. We're most important to point out the sheer physical perfection of the disguise you turned an eye within. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind at the scene revealed the tiny prism stone of the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearance at will, and yet, like you, this was of secondary concern to me. From movements to mannerisms to utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Derilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. We are dealing with a clever, thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise, he studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely. Not even their closest friends and family could detect if that aught is amiss. All the key players arrived in Costa del Sol 3 days ago. When preparations for the banquet began, this would afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our Phantom Recovery. You were a thief. Whose identity would you first assume? Would he? The guests are well acquainted with each other. One misstep and the thief's cover would be blown. No, there's a more logical first target, one that would afford him the opportunity to gather knowledge he needs and at less risk. Yes, one of the brass blades of Gerbera. Strong in number, few in word, able to come and go as they please. This isn't taking far away. Any who were drawn near enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Deducing as much, I made a point to question brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made it a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to his general security duties, each of the brass blades has been assigned to serve as a bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If other men can tell us of his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief would not have had the time to carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the immediate area. You begin your search in the outskirts of Hospital Soul. We got one person so far, that's good. Cancer. No cancer. My God. Go back here. Nice. Oh, there we go. Stop doing that, and that's everyone. Let's ready check. Okay, perfect. Go to here. Pantera Deepcroft. Switch back to this. Or no, let's do mine. And let's go. Almost accidentally went in there with Blue Mage. Very cool. Switch rings. There we go. Okay. you. I don't know what that means. I don't have time to check. Oh, it's leaving. Hello. Oh, fuck. Alright. Don't touch the ads, okay. Good to know. This is my first run. Okay. Nice. Oh damn, I'm full on elegant tombstones of poetics. Where'd you go? I'll have to go spend them on something then. Fair enough. Damn. Lots of stuff in here.
Look, Avery. All these people have come to make you a gift of their souls. Isn't that kind of them? Even Akalri is here. Now your dream of becoming like him can come true.
Very cool. Thank you for party. Wait, what have you done? No. Oh no. Okay. Well, let's go turn these in. And actually, wait, no. Let's go to Mordona and spend some of these elegant tombstones of poetics. We want to be able to get them. At the moment, we have so many that we can't take anymore. Splendors. We're single-handed, two-handed arm exchange. No. Let's disband the party as well. Okay. Weapons. Nope, no weapons. Okay. No? Oh, here we go. Accessories. Okay, let's see. We have earrings already. So yeah, let's get, Choker of Casting. Choker of Healing. Bracelet of Casting. Place an armory chest, place an armory chest, place an armory chest. There we go. Accessories. Bracelet of Healing. Ring of Casting, Ring of Healing. And we will... Doesn't actually matter. We will switch to our summoner. Equip those. Black those. Equip those. None of these will want it, but this will as well. Sweet. Okay. We will grab the augmented choker of Fending, I guess that's the first one. Okay. We will put it into our armory chest. And put it on any that can use it. No. Fine, whatever. It's better, it's fine anyway. Oh yeah. We'll want to put it on him as well. Ah, that's what that one was wanted for. That's weird. Perfect. Some new gear for us. Now let's return to the bomb and turn all of these in for seals. And we take supply and provisioning. We're at 25 basically. Nice. Up to 29. Hell yeah, about 4,000. There, you'll love to see it. Okay, let's plop this in here, provided there's space. There is. Wonderful. Frees up a little bit more space. Cool. And with that, I think we will end today's episode. I would love to do this talking thing, but the server's going to shut down in 3 minutes. So, we will do that all in the next episode. Made really good progress in this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!